As dusk settles over fields, forests, and suburban landscapes, a low, heavy buzz cuts through the evening air. It is not the sound of speed or elegance, but of persistence. The June beetle, commonly referring to several species within the genus Phyllophaga, emerges after months, sometimes years, spent hidden beneath the soil. Its life is not defined by spectacle, but by cycles, patience, and an underground influence far greater than its surface presence suggests. Evolutionarily, June beetles belong to the scarab family, Scarabaeidae, a lineage that dates back more than 200 million years. Scarabs survived mass extinctions by exploiting one of the most stable environments on Earth, the soil. While surface ecosystems burned, froze, or flooded, underground niches provided continuity. June beetles inherited this survival blueprint and refined it into a life strategy built around delayed emergence and subterranean dominance. Physically, adult June beetles are robust, oval-bodied insects, typically ranging from 12 to 25 mm in length. Their coloration varies from reddish-brown to dark mahogany, with a hard, glossy exoskeleton that functions as armor rather than camouflage. The body is compact, designed to push through soil as effectively as it flies through air. Legs are thick and spinned, ideal for digging, while antennae end in fan-like plates capable of detecting chemical cues in the environment. Flight, however, is not the beetle's strength. June beetles fly with effort, often colliding with objects, lights, or each other. This clumsiness is deceptive. It is not a flaw, but a trade-off. Energy investment favors digging and survival over aerial precision. Habitat use spans grasslands, forests, agricultural fields, and human-altered environments. The beetle's true home is underground. Adults spend daylight hours buried in soil or leaf litter, emerging at night to feed and reproduce. Artificial lighting has drawn them into human spaces, creating the illusion that they are urban pests rather than ancient soil specialists. Diet shifts dramatically across life stages. Adult June beetles feed on leaves, flowers, and stems of trees and shrubs. Oaks, maples, and fruit trees are common targets. Feeding damage is usually cosmetic, but in high numbers, adults can defoliate vegetation. Behaviorally, adults are short-lived and singular in purpose. Their above-ground life lasts only weeks. Every movement serves reproduction. Males locate females through pheromones, often flying long distances guided more by scent than sight. Mating occurs quickly, after which females return to the soil to lay eggs. Predation is intense. Birds, mammals, reptiles, and even fish consume adult beetles eagerly. Their survival strategy is not avoidance, but numbers. They emerge in synchronized waves, overwhelming predators through sheer abundance. Yet this visible phase is only the surface of the story. Beneath the soil, the June beetle enters its true form, the larva, commonly known as a white grub. This stage defines the species' ecological impact. Larvae are C-shaped, soft-bodied, and surprisingly powerful, equipped with strong mandibles designed to feed on plant roots. Larval development can last from 1 to 3 years, depending on species, climate, and soil conditions. During this time, grubs consume the roots of grasses, crops, and ornamental plants. In natural ecosystems, this feeding contributes to nutrient cycling and soil turnover. In agricultural and lawn settings, however, high grub densities can cause extensive damage, killing turf and weakening crops. The grub's behavior is methodical. It feeds, burrows, and retreats deeper during cold or dry conditions. Seasonal vertical movement within the soil profile allows survival through frost and drought. This mobility makes eradication difficult and underscores the grub's role as a persistent underground force. Physiologically, larvae are adapted for low-oxygen environments. Respiration occurs through spiracles that regulate gas exchange efficiently within compact soil spaces. Growth is slow but steady, supported by constant access to root material. After completing larval development, the grub pupates within an earthen chamber. This transformation is silent and unseen. Inside, tissues reorganize entirely, converting a soft, root-feeding larva into a hardened, winged adult. The newly formed beetle often remains underground for weeks, waiting for environmental cues, temperature, moisture, seasonal timing, before emerging. Ecologically, June beetles occupy a paradoxical role. As larvae, they can be destructive in managed landscapes. As adults and prey, they support a wide array of predators. Birds such as crows, starlings, and owls rely on beetle outbreaks as seasonal food sources. Mammals like skunks and raccoons dig aggressively for grubs, reshaping soil structure in the process. Soil itself is altered by June beetle activity. Burrowing aerates compacted ground, improves water infiltration, and redistributes organic matter. In this way, the beetle functions as an ecosystem engineer, albeit an unintentional one. Human conflict arises from imbalance. When monoculture lawns and crops replace diverse plant systems, grub populations can explode. The beetle is not invasive, it is opportunistic, exploiting simplified environments. The future of the June beetle is closely tied to land use and climate. Warmer temperatures extend breeding seasons and accelerate larval development. Changes in precipitation affect soil moisture, influencing survival rates underground. Urban expansion creates fragmented habitats but also new feeding opportunities. Despite control efforts, June beetles persist because their life cycle is resilient. Delayed emergence, subterranean development, and high reproductive output buffer populations against short-term disturbances. Chemical control may reduce numbers temporarily, but ecological pressures inevitably allow recovery. From an evolutionary perspective, the June beetle represents success through invisibility. It spends most of its life unseen, shaping ecosystems quietly. When it appears, it does so briefly, loudly, and in numbers, then vanishes again. Culturally, June beetles have become symbols of summer evenings, porch lights, and childhood encounters. Their clumsy flight and harmless appearance mask a deep evolutionary history rooted in soil and time. To understand the June beetle is to recognize that ecosystems are not shaped only by apex predators or visible forces. Much of nature's work happens underground, carried out by organisms that rarely draw attention. The June beetle does not dominate landscapes. It underlies them.